Let's do one more and then we'll put a button on today's show. This is a fun one. This is Senior Bravo. He wants to know, I always wondered if Nate had received offers to do a TV series or movies in recent times. I remember Baywatch and Body Slam back in the day, but if not, what series or movies would he like to be in?
I had a chance to do a movie like a James Bond type movie with Orion Pictures back in the 80s, but the Crocker wouldn't let me do it.
What?
Yeah. Well, number one, I was probably making like 250 then, and I was a world champion. And to give that up to go to Hollywood, because I mean, they weren't giving out $1 million guarantees back then.
Right.
It would have been fun. It was kind of like there's a movie made after it now, not with a wrestler, but it's kind of like the theme would be like my comic book,
Okay.
undercover agent.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Rick, it's always fun catching up with you every day,
Thank you,
man.
man. I hope you feel better.
Hey, man, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm going to leave the house today for the first time in
Listen,
5
when you get those woo chews
years.
down me, just come up here for the day. Give her two, and she won't wake up for a day and a half anyway.
It'll be excellent. And when I wake up, when she wakes up, we'll both be in trouble.
Yeah, and don't remember Ric Flair drip. Woo!
RicFlairDrip.com. Who could forget? And RicFlairShop.com. Ric Flair Drip, of course, is expanding, getting new states all the time. I just saw you doing another opening for Mike Tyson last week. How fun was
Yeah,
that?
they were great, and man, he stole it. Well, my line drops here on Valentine's Day in Florida.
Oh,
Mike's
that'll be something
Mike's
to
dropped
celebrate.
on last Friday. It was great. What a turnout too. Damn,
Also,
there's some people like marijuana in the state of Florida.
yes, there are. Yes, there are. And everybody loves what you're doing over at RicFlairShop.com. It's the ultimate hookup for all of your Ric Flair swag. They got something for everybody, and I mean everybody. They got those giant tumblers that we like to drink out of, some really cool t-shirts. They even got baby bibs and coloring books and pillows and coffee mugs. It's RicFlairShop.com. And we'll be back next week taking your questions, bouncing around, talking about some different topics, and maybe one day soon how about the cowboy, Bill Watts, joining us here on the program right here
I
on To
hope
Be a Man?
I'm gonna reach out to Bill right now. I hope he's okay. But yeah, man, what a history. I mean, he can. I'm the only NWA champion he ever used, and he paid me.
I love
Everybody
it.
said, "Oh, don't go there. He's Bill is screwy." I did an hour every night. I got to wrestle Terry Taylor, Butch Reed. Um, I wrestled Terry Taylor, Butch Reed, Kerry Von Erich. I mean, just great talent, great times. I actually back then I even traveled a couple days with Rick Steiner and Steve Williams. That's the time frame when they were all there. So it was a great time. The Freebirds were there. It was a lot of fun. Bobby Sox and Holiday Inn in Little Rock, Arkansas, Conrad,
Wow.
was the place to be.
Well, the place to be is here on YouTube every week. If you haven't seen our show,
Oh,
let me
I,
recommend
I
that to
can't
you.
leave out Dick Murdoch and Ted DiBiase, two of the all-time greats.
No
Classic
doubt
matches
about it.
with those guys. Yeah.
Keep up with us on Twitter. Follow us there. Ask us some questions at To Be the Man Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And be sure to check us out on YouTube. It's youtube.com/ Ric Flair. If you haven't hit the like button and the subscribe button, what are you waiting for? It's youtube.com/ Ric Flair. And we'll see you next week right here
Hey,
on To
hey.
Be the Man.
So, do you remember the angle where Murdoch interfered with wrestling Teddy,
Yes.
and we put him in the hospital?
Yes.
So I went to a club that night over in I forget what they call it, right across the river, and I called DiBiase in the hospital with two chicks. I hope you're feeling okay.
Oh my
Me, I'm
God.
me, I'm having a hell of a night.
Going 2 out of 3 falls across the bridge there.
Woo! Yeah.